Good evening, and thank you for joining me today. While I am extremely thankful that hurricane season is now past us, I am not here today to talk about weather threats or COVID. I'm here today to talk to you about the threat of industry, and not the threat of industry coming in. I want to talk to you about the repercussions we face when a facility such as Shell Convent finds it necessary to shut down. Oftentimes, I hear members of our community talking about industry here in St. James Parish. We have some people that know and understand what industry means to us, and we have some that say we have enough and wouldn't want to see any new industry locate here, and we even have some that don't want industry here at all. It's not my place to tell anyone how they should think or feel about industry, but I think it's important enough as your parish president to highlight for you the impact industry has here in St. James Parish. I myself think it's important we find the best way possible for industry and residents to coexist in our parish, making sure our residents' needs are met while ensuring everyone's health and safety, as this should first and foremost be priority on everyone's agenda. We have to evaluate and analyze each opportunity that presents itself, along with guidance and recommendations from state agencies that are put in place to ensure our safety and well-being, and decide which industries are a good fit in our community. In my opinion, Shell Convent has proven themselves to be one of those facilities that's a good fit for our community. In addition to the taxes they pay, Shell has been a very supportive and uplifting member of our community. Shell is noted to sponsor many youth activities, including but not limited to our parish's 4-H program and many other events that enhance the growth and development of not only our children but our community. Shell Convent employs 700 full-time positions, and in addition to that, approximately 400 more contracting jobs. Just so everyone is aware, Shell Convent is the single largest taxpayer we have here in St. James Parish. In anticipation of the unknown, I have already set the 2021 budget by reducing our projected revenue by 10% so that we can be more conservative in our spending. It's unfortunate the unknown is quickly becoming a reality. These numbers are for the facility's direct employment and is not a reflection of the amount of supporting businesses that service Shell Convent. In our rough projections, these direct jobs add up to over $55 million in salaries that contributes to our local economy annually. Shell Convent alone represents 11% of the funding parish government receives to pay for all the essential services we are accustomed to, such as libraries our children visit, the maintenance of our roads and bridges that we travel on daily, our most convenient service of tree limb pickup, and the never-ending challenge of cleaning, digging, and maintaining the countless miles of ditches and canals we have in our system to keep our residents from flooding. 911 services, drainage, elderly services, which include our senior centers, and the meals program, where we deliver hot, fresh meals to our seniors' doorstep on a daily basis. In addition to that, the transit services, fire protection, and ambulance services, along with juvenile, courthouse, and jail maintenance and operations. The health unit, the Citizen Service Center, and the ARC will also be impacted by this loss of revenue. Let's keep in mind when we dial 911 and expect to see an ambulance, police car, or fire truck to show up for assistance, these services would not be possible without the revenue generated by industry. Although we have a minimum fee we collect from residents for garbage collection, parish government also subsidizes the cost of this service with a dedicated sales tax, of which a high percentage of this sales tax is collected from Shell Convent. Now for parks and recreation, which is funded by a 1/4 cent sales tax, Shell's portion of that sales tax equates to roughly $367,000 per year. This includes the monies we spend to upkeep and maintain all of our parks, including the splash parks. In addition to lighting at our parks, This also includes all the lawn maintenance and custodial services. All of that being said, let's just keep in mind that the abundance of services we see in an industry-rich parish like ours are not free. We are able to capitalize on homestead exemption only because industry makes up 75% of our parish taxes. If we had no industry, it would be impossible to have the services I just mentioned. If we cannot find ways to replace the potential loss of revenue, the administration will be left with no choice but to prioritize the services we provide and deem which are most essential. In addition to everything I just mentioned, let's not forget our schools. Our school system will be the hardest hit by this reduction in revenue. Parish government, the sheriff's office, our hospital, and our school system will have to absorb an annual $24 million reduction in taxes. As any other business operates, we cannot spend money we don't have. I'd like to close by saying, regardless of how you may personally feel, there is no denying the significant role industry plays here in St. James Parish in the services provided to our residents each day. I truly hope that everyone finds this information helpful in understanding the expected impact the closure of Shell Convent will have on our community and the river region. Shell Convent is a world-class facility with rail, river, pipeline, and interstate access, and we remain hopeful that the preservation of this facility is enticing to a buyer in the near future. Let's continue to keep the families affected by the closure in our thoughts and prayers. God bless you, and God bless St. James Parish.